Welcome back, guys. You've seen all that really awesome painting Mark's been doing. We are going to be assembling a lot of the parts on the truck today that are already painted. The def cover is over there painted blue, and a lot of the covers for the APU are painted. I'm going to try to get this APU as clean as possible. If we put it back on, we've got to rivet all the little hangers and all that good stuff on these panels. So let's get right into getting some work done. Here we are. This is the flywheel cover for the APU. Thing just turned out beautiful. I mean, it's crazy. I can't wait to see how this color pops in the sun. I kind of thought for a minute that maybe I shouldn't have painted this panel, but I think it'll look good there. What do you guys think? Get some couple nuts started on here. These are all like the hangers and stuff to hold the covers on. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we had some, we wouldn't have had lock washers, but there were flat washers on here. This thing's gonna look so sweet with the panels on here. We've got to get another green APU sticker to go back on the front of it, but for now, this will work. We'll get these all put on here and get it snugged up. We'll move on to the other sections. Here is another plate. This is the bottom plate. Now this thing looks, I'm gonna say this looks awesome for like the whole video because these colors of blue are truly something amazing. Something from the heavens. Like putting these bolts on here, I'm like so afraid to scratch it because it just looks so beautiful. Ooh, let's go. So we had to drill out some old stainless rivets when we pulled these mounting pieces off here, so we're putting them back on here and we're gonna rivet them back on. So nice having air tools. Back home at the shop, all of our tools are like centered around working on tractors, and having stuff here that's centered around working on semis and the perfect tools for the job every time is definitely nice. It's the final countdown. Ooh, baby, she's looking good, boy. I tell you what. I don't know. I like the black and blue. It doesn't look bad. I'm not hating it. So we may not really fool with repainting the whole thing. I don't know. We'll see.
It looks good from back here.
Looks good from your house?
Looks good.
You gotta remember, people, you don't have a mic on, so whenever you're talking, people don't hear a thing you're saying. Cameraman Ryan. Using that rivet gun is fun. Like, power, baby. More power, baby. All right, we're gonna drill some holes out here in the top and put some rivets in. I'm scratching my new paint. All right, more rivets. Dang it, I don't remember which way these go.
Put them up there and we'll find out.
I think that I riveted those in the wrong spot. It is what it is. I think these things right here go up here. I think. Because obviously they're going to want to hold the cover on, so whatever. It should work either way we put them. So full send. Well, here's the sunlight. Wow.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Oh,
Good golly, Miss Molly. Great balls of fire. Good golly, Miss Molly. Dang, boy. Dang, boy. All right, I need some more rivets. You got any more hidden in your pockets? Just need 3 more. Oh, I gotta drill these holes out. Shoot. Shoot. One down. A couple more to go. There you have it. Our APU covers are on. And does this thing look absolutely stellar? Wow, we got to wash the black on the sides of it, of course, but wow. Just wow. Looks so nice. We're going to get a green APU sticker put back on here. So those guys treated us right, so we're going to treat them right. But dang. These are the best jump boxes ever made right here. There you go. Green. Green means go.
So this thing's just
money. Another quality JB Tools product that we use in all our Willow Start stuff. In case you guys forgot, we are giving away one of the same exact jump boxes. It's right here in the description below. Go click on the link, get signed up, and get entered to win. Them things are like 800 bucks a piece. Get one for free. So, we've got some beautiful stainless covers right here going over the diamond plate on the box. I would be replacing these whole step assemblies with a nice big piece that goes over them completely. It's like billet aluminum, looks really sick from 12 gauge customs. But we still use this truck for doing off-road activities, picking up tractors, doing stuff like that. It's not just a pavement princess. So we're just gonna put these covers over the diamond plate, and we're gonna move my stickers off the doors to right here when we get back home. So we're riveting these covers back on, drilling these holes out. Once the new massive thing I'm revealing next year shows up, we'll be putting other cool stuff on this truck to make it more of a pavement princess. So we'll get these holes drilled and pop some rivets in them. And we'll get both sides done. Just like that. So we're moving on to adding a few lights. I'm waiting on Mark to finish painting some stuff. He's got the shock box painted, the fender brackets are painted, the fenders are all painted. He got those painted before he got here, so I didn't really get to show you guys those being painted up, but wait on them to dry and cure in the, not ovens, but paint booths back there. So for now, I've got adding a few lights. I'm putting a little watermelon light right here. We don't really have any lights facing outward. We've got our turn signal up there, but that only works whenever we turn the turn signal on. So this right here will light up all the time and just be lit up facing outward. So adding this one right here, and I've got 2 more red ones I want to put on the back somewhere. I don't quite know where I'm gonna put those at yet, but we're gonna put them on there. Just getting these holes drilled. I've got them marked out precisely right where they need to be. It is very, what's the word for it? I don't even know what the word for it would be, but getting this drilled in this beautiful paint right here without messing it up is definitely nerve-wracking. There we go. This hole should line up about perfect. Money, baby. Recording?
Yeah.
You are?
Well, now I am.
Oh, what the heck? You're supposed to record all the time. Tightening up this cat piss cover. Trying to make it look as good as possible. So much room for activities in here when there's no fuel tank in the way. All right. Here's Dick. Here's a dick boy. All right, we've got all of our stuff that's painted so far installed in the truck, the APU cover. I've went ahead and got the shock box mounted up here. I re-drilled it and kind of dropped it down a little bit closer to the frame. The bags are completely dropped now, so it should look good. It's good. Dang, boy, look at these fender brackets here. Mark's rolling out the shock box now. He's about to roll the tanks in and get painted. All the blue. All the blue. All the blue. I wear sunglasses. These things are so bright.
I didn't do much to the backside. I just kind of
Yeah, we're not too worried about that.
that first color.
Wow. Turn it there into the sun.
Sparkle.
Mm-hmm. Looking fresh. Looking so good. I'm so pumped. I can't wait to get this stuff put on. She's still a little tacky. The bottom down here I'm touching, you're not ever gonna see. And honestly, these brackets, we're gonna be repainting the color of the frame. We didn't want to mix up the frame paint color because it's legendary blue and this is Plenty of Fish in the Sea blue. So we wanted to paint these so they weren't just like plain old black or something like that. But they're gonna match the fenders for now, so they should look okay. So we are gonna be sanding these down, probably sandblasting them and repainting them down the road. But for now, a few months, they're gonna have to look like this. But I'm not complaining. They look freaking good. So Mark's rolling the fenders out now too that he painted this morning. He had some issues with power went out, so he was afraid the clear wasn't gonna lay right, but thankfully everything turned out awesome. Look at these things. Wow. The camera does not do it justice. Look at that coming out there before in the sun, now it's in the sun. It's incredible. Wow. Now I gotta put these on tonight and don't scratch them. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's go some lunch. So we don't want to go inside right now while Mark's painting the tanks, but you can see he's got his respirator and his suit on, but there's a lot of paint going on inside there right now. And he is going to town painting these stuff. This is like a base coat of blue, if you will, before he paints the Plenty of Fish in the Sea blue, because he's got to get that background blue, because the paint that's on the truck is almost like translucent, so which means you can basically see through it to behind it, if that makes any sense. So getting these tanks painted, these are the last few things that have got to be painted before. This is just the last stuff that's got to be painted on this trip. Watching the master at work right here. So the fenders were sitting outside in the sun. We brought them in here after we got back from lunch, letting them cool down. They baked. Now Mark said to let them get down to room temperature. They're still kind of hot to the touch. Once that hot to the touch goes away, we'll be ready to go ahead and set them on the truck, get them bolted down. But we did go ahead and get a few other things bolted to the truck. Let's go show you. Bolted on here. We don't have the lights here at the paint shop. They're over at the regular shop, the semi-casual shop. So we've got it just bolted on there in place right now. We've only put half the hardware in it for the time being. We've got the fender brackets bolted onto the front here. Those are painted the color of the fenders. Eventually we're gonna be painting those the same color as the frame, but for now, they're on there and they're painted blue. The center brackets, I just kind of painted black. You don't really see those. And then the rears are painted blue. And again, once we go ahead and paint the frame and do all the sand work again, all this stuff's gonna come back off. We're gonna end up sandblasting these bare and painting everything the legendary blue, which is what the frame is. So our fenders are gonna cool down a little bit more, and we're gonna get those installed on the truck and get this thing out of here. It is fender time, ladies and gentlemen.
Them are shiny.
Dinner time or fender time?
What?
You said dinner time?
I said them are shiny.
Oh. What
They
are
look
you
good.
doing?
All right, you got to go to the back.
Yeah, I think. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about this.
It'll be all right. It'll fit. Let me get down to where mine goes. Okay, bring yours down a little bit.
That's about all I got.
We're in.
We're in.
We're in. Might be bleeding, but we're in. Smash my hand.
Oh, sweet. Dang, boy.
Looks good. Now I got to do the wheel covers and stuff.
We gotta get lug nut covers too.
They're at the shop.
Okay, we sure?
Mm-hmm.
We sure Cody got them?
No.
So a lot of you have been giving me a hard time about the bare hubs and lug nuts, stuff like that. We've got covers going on them. They're at the other shop. So we plan on getting as much bolted on this thing. Fenders. We only have 4 bolts per fender and they take 8, so we gotta get them all on here good enough to get it back to the shop. And then we're gonna put lug nut covers on it, lights and the shock box, all kinds of stuff. So we'll get these fenders bolted down now, and we'll get the rear fenders put on afterwards. Okay folks, we've got the back fenders on here. We've got bolts set in here. I decided to go and put like all 8 bolts in each front fender. We're gonna leave here and go over to the shop and get some more hardware for the rear fenders and get those bolted up this evening. The tanks are all drying in the paint booth over there. So we're gonna come back, like I said, with hardware to finish bolting these up, go ahead and put some lights and the shock box cover and get the air tanks mounted tonight. And then first thing tomorrow morning, mount the fuel tanks up, and we should be good to go to hit the road. So that's the plan. But before we end this video off, I wanted to bring you guys some info on the show truck Brian and them are building for the Semicasual show truck for Brian. So this truck is like showcasing the abilities of Semicasual's truck, you know, truck building abilities. Yep. Because you guys already built Bill Rethwich's truck, which is out of this world.
Yep.
Detailed, and this is not as detailed, but
right. So we did Mitchell Bottomley's, which is like over the top, and then he did some other stuff to it after we got done with it, and then Bill's was pretty elaborate.
Which Bottomley truck did you do?
The green one, the black and green one.
The one that's out now doing stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all did that one?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we did that. That was the first engine we ever did on X15.
Wow.
Which was nice because Mitchell was just like, just do whatever you want.
Here's the blank check.
Yeah, and just here you go. So
those are the best customers.
You know, we pulled the motor out and then just started figuring things out and redoing it. But this one's like the lesser of like the expense, I guess you would call it. So wanted to put an engine together that was really nice, but not so over the top that it was just astronomically expensive.
Yeah, of course.
And so we still did chrome stuff on it and did a lot more paint work.
I see it's got like a fresh engine harness too.
Changed all the engine harness, and then we reroute even though how the wiring goes, just to clean it up a lot. I mean, you notice from like yours to this one, it's a lot cleaner looking as it is now. And then just a lot of chrome and polish parts and painting, and you completely disassemble the engine. I mean, you take everything off of it and paint all the pieces separate, and then you're putting them all back together. The valve cover, like Mark had just a ton of time painting that valve cover, like the two-tone like he did.
Speaking of painters.
So
you guys see the quality that goes into painting one of these valve covers right here. Like the amount of masking and taping and painting and more painting and masking. So that takes up a lot of time when you only have one painter.
Yep.
And you were telling me the other night that you guys are looking to add another person to your
actually two.
Team.
2, or even I'd even take 3.
So-
we're so bad. We're so like.
Here's you guys' opportunity if there are any painters out there or body repair.
Yeah. So
You're open
anything we're looking for anybody that knows. Prefer people with experience, but anybody that knows how to do any prep work, repair work, and anything like that, because we do a lot with like fiberglass, a lot on aluminum, and
Stainless
just
too.
Stainless, a ton of stainless. So on that side of things, we're definitely looking for prep guys, and I'm looking for. We need another painter. Like I'm drowning Mark with stuff to do right now, and he's like, "Can I have
Save
some
me.
help?" Help.
White flag.
So we're, we're having all of us sort of work a lot of hours, and we're trying to get a little bit bigger of a team over here,
Yep.
just so that can kind of be subdued a little bit. And
you need
we
to
use
know-
all Axalta. So if somebody's looking for a painting job and you're good and you're a self starter, you can grab a thing and do it by yourself, and you're familiar with Axalta products, then give us a shout. We'd love to.
On your email.
On my email, semicasualshow@gmail.com.
Drop them a resume. And guys, do your own due diligence. If you know you're good at what you do, they are looking for you.
Yes, I would love to have. Mark would love to have a second hand in here. I mean, we do a lot of these paint jobs too that would be really nice to have 2 painters.
And like 95% of the work is on brand new stuff.
99% of the
Yeah.
work is brand new stuff.
Like brand new trucks. Mine is the 1% that's got
Yep.
20,000 miles on it. It's a little dirty, but brand new 0-mile stuff. So you're not having to do like a bunch of repair work. It's more or less.
like this one, we took all the way down to the chassis,
seen the
and we
frame
painted
is-
the entire chassis on this truck.
Yeah.
Front to back.
No cab. Everything. The cab was off of it, I think, didn't it?
We actually on this one left the cab on it.
Okay.
We were trying to figure out, how much, what's the, gauge what the value is if we could do it with leaving it on and make it look right.
How far to go.
Yep. Without taking it off.
And something really cool I want to do maybe in the future, which video I'm posting, I don't know when, we're going to be covering like the whole deleting and DPF and def situation, but to cover the def tank so it doesn't seem as it has a def tank, you guys
Yep.
make this fuel tank that has a welded center in there, all custom. You can't buy this from anywhere.
Yep.
And it hides a def tank. And it has a strap that comes up over and covers that.
Yeah, once everything's completely done, the other strap, which is the same as this one, will go here, and it has a latch up top and a hinge, and it comes over, and you'll never see this, and it'll look just completely like a normal tank. And the fun thing with this truck too that we did that we've never done any other trucks, and as far as I know, I think maybe 1 or 2 other trucks in the country people have one-off made, but this is set up for a grass burner exhaust.
With active stacks.
We made it active. So we actually took the whole can, moved it back, and built a whole new exhaust system that goes back to the can. It keeps the can completely hidden behind the fuel tank so you don't see it. It 180's back here and then Y's back out and makes the stack.
That is completely custom.
Yeah.
And that will literally almost only work on a truck that has the 72-inch sleeper.
72 or 78. It'll
Yeah.
fit that. And we're actually going to be selling that kit. Like
Not this.
Yeah, it'll fit that.
It
It's
will?
72.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe one day we will hook up our stacks. But
Yeah.
again, video in a couple of days from now, we'll be explaining a lot of different things on the emission systems on these trucks. So cool stuff. If you guys are a painter, body man, all the above, drop Brian an email.
semicasualshow@gmail.com. Shoot me some pictures of your work and what you guys know, what you know how to do. We'd love to add some more people to the team. And if you like working on cool stuff and having fun.
All the cool stuff, for
Yeah.
sure. Well, I guess that's a wrap. Go subscribe to Semicasual Show on YouTube and smash that like button. Comment down below if you hate the work we've done. We'll catch you later. Peace.
See ya.